Hey, it's Baker here, and we're talking about Shopify now. And this is an app that I've recently come around to. It's been around for several years, and I've always wanted to get into it and wanted to try it, but I never really had the opportunity to try it until recently with Stillmotion, a film production company that I've been a part of the last year. So we're on Shopify's homepage here. And even though it says 14-day trial, when you're in the back end of only 72 after getting the bundle, it will be a full 2 months with a neat little thing that they did, and that's 10% off lifetime. So if you remain a customer and you want to use Shopify as a storefront for processing payments, for handling all those needs, then you will get 10% off even if you stay a customer, which is pretty cool. So what I love about Shopify, and I'm actually logged into one of ours here that I helped set up for Stillmotion, is how simple and how clean it is. Particularly, this is the dashboard, but also here in when you go to orders, you can just see that everyone is organized and it's very clean. You can see who's paid, if it's been fulfilled, the total. And it sounds like that, yeah, that's simple. It should be clean. It should be organized. It aren't all shopping carts. And the answer, in my experience over the last 5 years, is absolutely not. In fact, I dare you to gather a group of online entrepreneurs and ask them about their shopping cart experience, what they've used over the past few years, how many times they've switched, how confusing has it been, how easy it is it to customize. And all the friends that I have, all the people that have explored different carts, it's just a really big pain when you start to go from just producing content or just marketing to actually selling a product or an online course or an offer that's not a service, that needs kind of like a storefront and a cart functionality. So in lieu of having a good one, Shopify is my new favorite definitely for starters, and actually I'm using it more and more for any different business that I'm involved in as well. Again, one thing is that it's really simple, as I've shown, but they're also really well set up to offer discounts. They have a really good gift card system, so here's discounts and offers, and you can track the gift card system. It's just clean, it's professional. These are some amenities that other shopping carts don't always get right or don't always make as clean cut and simple as Shopify does. But by far and large, my favorite thing about Shopify is the themes, the plugins, and the community that has embraced it. See, when a web app gets to a certain point where a community really engages around it, there's a lot of people that support it, there's a lot of ways to get help, there's all sorts of independent third-party developers that are developing ways to hook it to products, new themes for how to display stores. Once it gets over that tipping point, then it just becomes incredibly useful. And whatever problem you have, there's someone that's either developed a solution, or they've written an article online, or it's actually in Shopify's help to get answers. And it's like WordPress. That's why all bloggers, most online people who produce content use WordPress. It's because it's trusted, it's established, it has hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people that are developing and troubleshooting on its behalf. I feel like Shopify has become the WordPress of shopping carts, if that makes sense for those of you online. Here are some of the themes. There's the theme store. You can go to free, you can go to paid themes. I'm going to show you some different stores that run on Shopify. So there's an entire marketplace for themes. And then there's also an entire marketplace for apps. Some of these are free as well. Some of these are paid. But they allow you to do things that aren't native to Shopify, like link to very specific other web apps you use. Or sometimes they go more into depth on very specific niche problems that you may have in your specific business. But you can sort them easily. You can find the most popular. They're reviewed. This one right here, SEO Meta Manager. I'm not even sure exactly what this does, but it has 254 reviews and it's 5-star. So I could research those reviews if I was looking for something like this. Different categories, sales, social media. I mean, it's just really become popular and embraced. And once again, if I'm starting out and I'm looking for a cart, this is what I'm going for. Also, they just started. Maybe I can find it back here. they just started accepting payments. They had like a little big banner to try to get me to go to payments, which is a big deal because in the past, you either had to use PayPal, which not everyone likes, especially as a merchant when you're selling the products, or you had to use a third party. Now, I do use other third parties because I've used them in the past, and I'm very happy. And I haven't switched to the Shopify store that I do help manage over to Shopify Payments because this is brand new. But if you're just getting started, having the ability for Shopify not only to be the cart, but to actually be your merchant account, which accepts payments, is a really big deal. They seem very competitive. They seem very aggressive right now to try to get long-term customers. And so I would have no problem going with Shopify and immediately having them process my payments as well through their payment system, which is a really neat feature. I think it's only a couple months old. Here is the very simple still motion store. Looks like it needs refresh. That we set up for still motion, the film production studio. And what it does is the blog links to the store, and they just have this awesome field guide. They have a bunch of different DVDs from a nationwide tour that they did about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And we're actually selling my movie that I helped produce, I'm Fine Things, in the still motion store as well. So this is just a very simple storefront for us. We can put banners up here that can advertise different products. We can add products, remove products, have products in our back end that then we make public and take away. If we're having a course, an online course that we're selling, we can have it available for a short amount of time and then pull it off. And if you click on something like the movie, you go to this very simple product page. You can put different pictures down here, different thumbnails they can click to, a simple description. They add to cart, and then it looks like I already have the no field guide in my cart. I'm finding things. If you just see, it's a clean. I can check out. I can check out with PayPal if I want to, or continue shopping. I click checkout. Again, it's clean. You can customize this, and it really only takes maybe a half hour if you're fast, but even an hour or so to get in there, create a new product, put in the pictures, get the pricing set, put in the description, and edit your cart, and you can be up and going, which is one of the reasons I really like it. Again, it's simplicity. So Still Motion Store is very simple. It serves their purpose very well. To sell the guides and the DVDs from their blog. But I also pulled up a couple different people that are using Shopify just to show you, here, let me refresh all these people, just to show you how deep down the rabbit hole you can go, which is why I would have full confidence in using Shopify if I was starting my journey into shopping carts because of how many people, again, are using the platform and developing for the platform, and how deep down the rabbit hole they really go. I guess I maybe shouldn't have loaded all 6 of those pages at the same time. I don't know what's with the internet today. So give me just a second here, and we'll see if these pop up. Let's get rid of 1 or 2. Come on now. Come on now, internet. It's trying. All right, so now I'm going to click around here and probably slow down the internet again here. So this is obviously a legit looking store that sells watches of some sort. Somebody's messaging me on Skype. So when I click on a watch here, I go in, it tells me about the watch. Now you can notice that this is very similar to the flow of the still motion cart. It's just designed specifically using Shopify, designed for this store. $455, sure, I'll buy a $450 watch. Add it to cart. I can go check out. So what it does is it gives you a really clean area to store all your products, a back end to create those products, and then it gives you a cart, which is this. I have this in, and I can go ahead and clear, update, proceed to checkout, and again, this is running on Shopify. Penny Arcade, a really fun nerd site, also has this for their apparel and their books and their posters. I can click on this. Once again, I click on the product. I go to a description page. This is a little different. I can select size. I add it to cart, and now I am in my cart, and I can proceed to checkout. Same flow, completely different look and feel, design on there. And this is the last one I'll show you. It's the Noun project. Just really cool icons here. Again, I can click on an icon, in theory, Actually, this one looks cool. Maybe this is my problem. OCD, keep clicking on. All right, pineapple. Yeah, I really need this pineapple icon. I'm gonna buy it for $1.99. Not too bad. And this is like wacky design. I think it's actually kind of neat, but completely different design, still powered through Shopify. So again, if you're doing something simple like we've set up for Still Motion, if you're just getting started collecting payments, or if you're really wanting something that's very diverse and can be very custom designed and you can really get into, I just can't see going wrong with Shopify. Again, 2 months of any plan included in the bundle and 10% off if you decide to remain a customer. If you're going to be selling courses, accepting payments, selling physical products, selling shipping, this is something that I think you have to jump on here either this month or in January to get started and start tinkering with. So thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.